Yellow. Good night, everyone. Hope you guys can hear me properly. Of course, she's the Roz. Hope everyone's chilling today. Welcome to the stream. It's not gonna be a terribly long one. It's probably gonna be like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Basically, we're just gonna see some bouncing balls. Basically, in the most innocent of ways. I started learning, or I'm just gonna keep practicing the squish and stretch. Nothing nefarious this time around. I will probably continue practicing animation throughout the weekend or whenever I have like a second that I'm not necessarily doing anything. It's just gonna be chill. So let me go to the media room really quick. My idea with animation is just gonna be something for myself. I don't really plan on ever offering commissions with these ever. Otherwise I would kind of kill the fun out of it for me. Also, this is just kind of a way of like also adding a skill set to myself. It might come in handy with game development and stuff. But here is what I cooked up today. Like maybe like an hour. Like how long was I working on this for? Like an hour or something. It's not perfect, but let me show you. I may speed it up. So let me go to timeline. Oh, I didn't even know they had this. Well, anyways, this is something that I was working on earlier. I'm not going to polish it too much now because I want to move on to the next set of like squashing and stretching. It's not going to be completely like, it might be a little boring, it might not. Just something that I just want to start learning and practicing, and maybe you can get something out of it. I have the animator's manual somewhere. I just cannot find it. I don't know where it was. And one of the boxes that I wanted to check, our cat was on top of it, so I didn't feel like disturbing her. For whatever reason, I was like, oh, I'll check it later. And then I just didn't. Because I was like, oh, like if she's there, like I'll leave it. I should have just like told her to move for a second, but whatever. I'll check it tomorrow. I'm not gonna go on for too long because I did promise a friend that we would play Night Rain later. So, but for now, what I'm gonna do is like, so now that I have this, right? It seems that the pacing, like it's too, some of the frames take too long. So I probably want to speed this up a little bit. So maybe if, let's say I go here and then I change playback settings, or I'm trying to also learn how to mess around with this a little bit. So if I go to timeline, change frame rate. So if I go, I don't know, let's say 12. It's too long, right? So if I go and we go timeline and we change settings. No, it's not change settings. I literally just did it. Change frame rate. So let's go faster. So if I go to 60, it seems better. That tells me that I have extra frames on the 24 because I don't want to animate at 60 FPS. That doesn't seem like I think that's a little bit much. Animations, I think animations look better at 24 or like I think 45. Some like what's the frame rate that DreamWorks was doing for Puss in Boots? and Spider-Man is doing was like 45 or something like that. It's like an in between 24 and 60. It was something like that. So I'm gonna go and change frame rate. We're gonna go back to 24. So basically, I know now that my frame rates, I have too many frames, which is what's making the animation go longer. So basically, over here, I want to probably, that's the, oh shit. I want to probably delete frame. Let's just move one. Because, okay, just so that I'm, obviously learning things. With animation, you have like, I'm sure some people, a lot of you know this, but hold on, waiting for my controller to turn on. Okay, there we go. Let me turn this off. I'm a big fan that's just blowing cold air. So in animation, you have something like spacing, right? Where like this thing. The closer objects are, the slower they go, and then the further apart they are, the faster they go. So that's kind of like one of the things that I want to practice. It's just like that spacing and that that squish, that tear. So right now I'm trying to. So if I go over here and I delete frame, see, that feels much better. Now I'm gonna go to timeline. I think it was this. There was something that allowed me to in here. So there was something that would allow me to go to change settings. No. To rename, manage timeline. Not this either. I think it was. I should have made a note of it. Edit track. Rename. Oh, rename and layer order. There we go. There we go. All right, let me go get some music, and then we can go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna play some Final Fantasy VII music. 6 music. Been in a mood for Final Fantasy VI OST. I'm probably gonna play that game at some point. Go. Let's see. I can't believe I got rickrolled. Yeah, I rickrolled some people in my server with the Half-Life stuff. Hey, that's looking great. So we go here. And then delete frame 2. There we go. So you can see over here in these frames over here, I don't know if that's visible. Let me move out of the way. So you can see the spacing here. So there's this anticipation where like you see the kinetic energy building up and then the release. And then you get some spacing here. So we delete frame. Delete frame. I'm gonna go only 1. Okay. Bam. And now I'm gonna go delete. I feel like I'm gonna delete 3 frames from here. Delete another frame here. There we go. Delete frame. I'm gonna go. Let's see how that looks. Okay, perfect. So this is the frame we're in. Let's delete this frame. Right. Now we're gonna insert some frames to slow it down. I think 1 is enough. So we arrive here, hold. We'll add another frame here, 2 frame. And then it's squish. There we go. And then I'm gonna start deleting some frames here so that it goes faster. I think 2 ought to do it. Yeah, there we go. Delete frame 2. I think delete these 2 frames. All right. And insert a frame here. So let me see how that looks. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's much better. Look at that. That's pretty dope. All right. The one thing I see here is that this one could do without, say, just delete the 1 frame, and then here I'll delete 2, and then just go off from that vibe. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, look, that's pretty cool, right? It feels a lot more natural. I'm sure I could refine it a lot, but I'm not gonna spend like all this time on just like one thing. So, now, I'm gonna, okay, that's my, I'm gonna open up a new folder. So animation underscore study. And then I'm gonna call it slime bounce 1. I don't know if I'll do another slime bouncing around. So I'm gonna do a new. We're gonna do a new animation. Now, for this one specifically, we're gonna do it this way. Well, oh, where's, okay, there we go. Sorry. So, I'm gonna start using my no pressure pen because I don't want to fall into the trap of worrying about getting the lines right. I was gonna do a shopping bag actually. So, you know, we have, you know, a shopping bag, right? You know, this person bought two melons. There we go. So now, this is 3 seconds long, right? I think this is too long. I probably want to do like a minute maybe. So we're gonna shorten it to 24 frames. There we go. So, we're gonna start over here. Obviously, it's gonna start the same way that let me okay. So we're gonna start this way. It obviously, like, usually with the bounce, you start the same way that, you know, you end the same way that you started. So what we'll do is, I'm gonna add, what's the half? So we're gonna add a frame here, new animation cell. It's gonna give me a new cell on a new layer. It's gonna name it 2. I'm gonna add onion skin so I can see what the previous cell was. And obviously we want there to be like a, you know, we want this hand to remain static. So I'm going to just keep this hand up here. Or actually, no. Let's move the hand a little further up. Just to indicate there's some movement, right? I want to keep the lines that I use at a minimum because that's something that is quite a tedium and it could make the experience a little, you know, the bag is going to crease over here. You're going to have this. So now, and even then I feel like that's too short. So we're gonna move this back up here. Because this is the apex of the bounce, right? It's gonna get up here. There we go. So we have that bag. There we go. And for the ending, we kind of want to have like this, obviously, right? But I'm gonna give it, I don't know, let's give it, so 30, 21, okay. So let's give it these last frames. What we wanna do is copy this. Put it, paste, so I'm gonna, all right, I made a mess. Let's just delete this. Oh shit. Let's delete this, and then we'll add 1A in here. There we go. All right. So now we have that. All right. So we got to get into the middle position of here. So between 1 and 12, we're going to go for 6. Make sure. And now these ones, we're gonna make sure. So if this is the middle point, now. Okay. Then we want to go up to, so we're at 12. I think the midpoint between 24 and 12 is 18. So we're gonna go to 18. And I want them to, let's say, we want them to just be kind of like a pendulum, right? In terms of like how the movement goes. Or like they, you know, in the upward movement, they swim back the same way. However, because they're falling down, I want them to have like a bit of an overshoot. So I'm even gonna lower the hand a little bit. Then we lower the... Make sure that they are lower. They're really stretching. See? Let's see how it goes. Yep, there we go. However, I feel like this could be improved upon. Right? So, I'm going to extend this to 2 seconds. I want to have some wiggle room. Because what I want to do I'm gonna insert some frames. What I'm gonna do over here is so in between here, this one's a little higher, so let's do something over here. So between 6, we have 9. But I lost. So between this and this, I want to add a bit of here. Nope. This is wrong. So I'm gonna fix this. So between here and here, we need an in-between. So, let's see, we got 12, 15, we add a frame. So this is the previous one. I want to add one. Like so. This one's falling first. Okay, so let's see. Now, this is way too much, so I need to correct this a little bit. What needs to happen is the stretch. Yep. Yep, some mighty groceries. Okay. Gonna insert some frames. Just gonna insert, let's say, six frames. So 1, 2, 3. I'm working in threes, just because it's easier. We're there. So between this and this, I'm going to, so this starts at 13. I'm gonna delete an extra frame. The extra frame. Okay. We're gonna add a frame here. Hit fatality. Alright. So between this frame and this frame, we need something here. So let's say it hangs, like it goes down and bounces back. So we need that frame here. Let's see how that looks. Let's see it animated. Okay, that's kind of close, right? Maybe if I move it a little higher. That. We do this. Stretch it out like that. And then this. What's up? Okay. So now, what I'm realizing here is that between this and this, we need something. But I want them to bounce. So, between here and here, we'll add another frame. Bam. So here, here. Between this. We'll add another bounce. Has to be a tiny bounce. Too much. Now, we're here, right? I actually just realized something that I could do instead. Because we're up here. Why don't we exaggerate the movements a little bit? Let's do some squitch and stretch. With the groceries. See how that looks? Okay. I mean, obviously it's not perfect, right? But we're discovering the process of animation, of getting things right. I will probably have to, you know, study a lot of groceries and how, you know, how stuff, you know, moves around, or like see how other animators do it, right? So let's see. Okay. So we're here. So between this and this, there needs to be something. So this is 15, we're gonna go to 18. And then make sure the hand is somewhere in between here. Man, I feel like a lot of the soundtrack from Final Fantasy VI was like a blueprint for Final Fantasy VII. There's so many soundtracks that sound similar, or have like a reuse of motifs. Okay. All right. Good. Let's see. Okay, so for this part, I think I need to fix it. So this bounce over here, I don't think it's enough. So I'm gonna move this to 12. Meantime, oh, we're moving you to 12, sir. Is this 12? Okay. So between this and this, I feel like the movement's not exaggerated enough, so I'm gonna do some squish. And then I said that, okay, that's a bounce there. We want to move this to 18, I think, because I want to have that, this frame here, where it's a tiny bounce, but we're right. Want this one to be higher. Okay. Let's see how that looks. So from this part, okay. So you see this, blump, blump. Okay, so this part, I'm just trying to, okay. This is the end point. We're gonna move this 21 because I feel like and honestly, I don't think I'm exaggerating the moves enough. It's exaggerated more. Let's see. I'm gonna move it to 20, let's see. Okay. I'm gonna add a frame in between. Someone said this is Seal's Groceries. Maybe. He does the shopping all himself. So let's see how that looks. I'm gonna delete 2 frames. I wanna see how that looks. We're gonna delete. Did you mark the stream as family friendly? I mean, it is grocery shopping, right? Let's see. Let's see. Between here, we need a frame here. This one a little further back. One over here. Right, I want to add some anticipation. So we're gonna add a frame here. And I'm just gonna move lower. Squish them a little bit. Let's delete 2 frames. Frames. Frame 62. I don't really. No, not here. Let's delete these. Okay. All right. Since I have somewhat of like a decent thing, now I need to refine this. Because this part We get here. It's a little muddy. So, all right, let's start. This is right after it reaches the bottom. So this is bouncing back. Should probably exaggerate a little bit. So this should be a squish, and this should kind of be a stretch. I think. See here. Okay. There we go. See if that looks better. Maybe, probably. I don't know. It depends on the type of calm and stuff, or how I wake up that morning. There's a few that are not that spicy that I've seen, so it depends really. So I realized something. The movements here should be like this, I think. So it's more noticeable. I feel like any keyframe should be like a more exaggerated movement. Let's see now. Like something. What if I were to timeline change frame rate? What if I were to do it in 60? How would that look? Frame rate. Let's do 30. I want to check something. Yeah, some aren't playing. Okay. Let's go back. So I realized that we have this. Needs to be let's do more exaggerated stuff. I mean, obviously this is not how physics work, but I want to I want to get a grasp for it and how to make animation feel nice. Yeah, that feels much better when we add exaggerated movements. Okay, now in this case, when we get to the apex, I feel like we're moving too much in this direction. And probably not adding enough intention, maybe. Okay. I'm gonna insert some frames here. Insert frame. I'm gonna insert 2. I'm gonna see how that looks. Frame. Okay. You know what? I feel like I should move this down a bit more. Just a little bit more palpable. And then this down here. This is the ending frame. Okay. So between here I think I'm gonna delete this frame. Deleting this. Here. Frame. I feel like between here and here, I need to insert a few frames. I'm gonna add 6 frames again. Let's add one here. Probably want to midpoint here. Okay, there we go. That's not good enough, but let's see.
Plop.
Plop. I'm gonna squish these a bit more. There's more exaggerated movement. Stretch these down. But check something here. Getting an issue here. It's not showing all the frames.
Now when you start using the opacity of the animation folders, your frame rate get impacted. Well, mine's playing fine, but let's imagine that your program is starting to slow down, because I want to show you what to do in the case you're working with a heavy scene. Just in case, I want to show you about this menu, which is going into animation and playback settings. In here you can choose between...
Oh, okay. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So what I'm looking for here is animation, play settings, play all frames. I don't know why it doesn't play this one. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is murdering me right now. This one isn't playing for whatever reason. What I'm gonna do is... maybe if I delete some of the frames, it might show. Okay. I'm gonna insert like maybe 2 frames. Slightly annoyed it's not playing all the... I have EX. I have like the latest. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna delete those 2 frames. Okay. So I feel like 1, 2. We can delete 1 frame. Yeah, I think this specifically is kind of what's killing it. This like stretch that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and just correct that. We'll just do a unanimous bounce. It sounds like triple triad. I love triple triads. A friend of mine told me that on Final Fantasy XIV you could play it, and then I lost myself to it. This a little back. We're gonna insert a frame here. My top 3 games are Saga Frontier, Suikoden, and Final Fantasy VIII. Suikoden, I think I played, what's the first one on PlayStation 2 where you do like rock, paper, scissors against like pirates and shit? Was it 5? I can't remember. I think the protagonist was like, he had like white hair and a bandana. All I remember is that my brother got that game for my brother and I got or like I think my brother got Suikoden, whatever the first one for PlayStation 2 was, and we got to a point where we were fighting grass and we were laughing so hard. We could not stop laughing that like grass was like an enemy. We were pretty young at that point, and we were just like, we had no fucking clue what was going on. We were just laughing and laughing. And to this day, we still joke about enemy grass. Because our exposure to JRPGs wasn't that high, or at least we didn't understand the humor. So it was like very funny to see that kind of enemy. I love Suikoden partially because the Japanese video game adaptation of the Japanese translation of the adaptation of a Chinese novel, The White Margin. Okay. It only took what, like an hour? I've like, I mean, it's not like the best of attempts, but I'm starting to kind of understand a little bit. I probably should work with like one thing at a time and get start getting this. Hey Roz, back again, made some hot cocoa. You know what would go great with that? Actually, let's see. I mean, it's not perfect, but I think that's pretty cool. Follows 108 who gather Maldiang, also known as the Yangshan March, to rebel against the government and end up getting drafted by the government to fight an invading empire and other anti-government rebels. So let me see something. insert one frame here. Because I want to add a cell here. All right, there we go. All right. I want to try something really quick. Just give me 1 second. You guys are gonna love this. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna add the animation folder. Add a cell. Oh, sorry. We're gonna add a cell. Animation folder. I'm gonna name this call this something. Alright. Can't forget to enable onion skin. So we're gonna go over here. I need to find a one. Hold on. All right. So now I want to go ahead and let's say I want to add a frame, insert frame here. No, actually no. We're gonna add a cell here. See? And then we add this one. And then we move this down here. We add this. And then we also Control V. And then I want to say I wonder if I can do and C Control V, and then I'm gonna add insert frame. Sorry. Way. C, copy. I wonder if there's like a way to point animation. Let's see. It'd be silly if I do an animation screen. Select track edit, enable keyframes on this layer from the menu. Select, it's not helpful. See something here. Cutout animation, keyframe animation, onion skin. Let's see. Control. In this article, learn about some the keyframe animation is suitable Let's see. I don't know how to... Enable timeline. There's something about animation, and then edit track, enable keyframes. There we go. So, a keyframe, a keyframe. I don't know why it's not enabling it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. I guess so wait a minute. Frame. I don't get it. This is weird. All right, we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way, I guess. I'll learn how to do. This guy over here. Do this. And then we're gonna what the fuck? Okay. I'm gonna move it a little higher. And then this down. This one over here. Okay. This one is 2B. We're just gonna, there we go. It looks so crusty, it's great. So I'm gonna make sure yeah, I want this to last 2 seconds, so we're gonna and then we're gonna it's over here. And then over here. We're gonna add I'm gonna add a new thing. And then I'm gonna add do that. We're gonna give it a couple of frames, like half a second, and then we insert a frame. No, we go over here, over here. So now, Control C, and then it will be here. I'm gonna here. Well, actually, should probably keyframe. I'm going to make sure that this one is down here. Here. Rotate it, but it's not it's kind of like not letting me. It transform. Okay, so you can't. Hold on. Hold on, we're gonna get there, don't worry. Okay, now we this, and then we're gonna add C, V. I think here's a good point, maybe. 2. So. Should I? Yeah, okay. So I need to add 3. Another 3 frames, and then we copy this one, that, and we go over here and we insert this one. Let's see how this looks so far. We copy this, we go over here, and then we 2B, and then we copy this, we go over here, and then we do 3, and then we erase some more. We move up. Some 3 more frames, and we go ahead and we copy number 4, and then copy it over here, and then we do this, and we go ahead and we copy this and we paste it over here, and then we add this, and then erase And then we copy this, and we copy that. And then we do C. And then we go another 3 frames. And then we copy this, put it over here. And then we go another 3 frames. And we go 6. And then we do this, add this, just gonna extend it a few frames. I'm just gonna take it over here just in case. Okay. Now, what was the last? Okay, so I'm gonna copy this. We're gonna throw it over here, and then 2D. Let's go over here. We're gonna erase these. Add another 3 frames. So we're copying this. 3, 7. So 3. Now, we're gonna B, Control B, B, 8, F. Let's see how it looks so far. I love money. I'm gonna extend it a few frames. You should pull the image. Okay. Oh, glue all. Okay. 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 So let's go ahead. So we're at 9 G and wage. The only problem is that I don't think it'll capture well as a YouTube short, but I can try. See, process this one. Okay. Yep. 1 second. So I need to maybe add something like 12 frames. I'm gonna move this over here, and then we want to this a little bit here. This over here. Might make more sense. Let's see. This is great. Alright, I need to add a new animation folder, and then we just add a new thing. Make sure that it's all the way. I can actually edit this in real time. So what I can do... So let's... export animation. Let's export it as a movie. I'm gonna make sure that I'm exporting it as an MP4, not chocolate. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Like, let's do like 2 frames, and then let's go to Roz, and then I'm gonna open. Let's go to downloads. I'm gonna grab this. So it's gonna be it'll be like a blink and you'll miss it. Go ahead, save this. Let's export animation as a movie. A month challenge, 1 month, animation study. Frame rate, 24 frames a second. I'm gonna do it 24. If I have to change it to 30. I think you should extend the thumbs up by like half a second, you think? Half a second would be like an extra... Half a second is like 12 frames, so... just gonna extend it here. All the way here. Let's see. No. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's go. Export animation. Movie. Let's do on chocolate again. Yes. 24 frames a second. Perfect. So bear with me. Let me. No, but I do have DaVinci, so let me close this, and then let me go ahead and open up DaVinci Resolve. It'll load eventually. So untitled project. Let me just add a new thing. Window capture. Select the window to capture. Resolve. Go all the way down. Okay. Let me go ahead and go to Documents. Alright, I'm going to stop the music for a second because we're going to edit in sounds. Here. Just going to drop this in. I'm trying to think of like what song would go good for this. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what would be good.
Mmm. Good smell. Flavor.
Not that. True. That one would work. I had something in mind. See if I can find it. That's not gonna work. Fuck. This is the part. It's,
You think 50?
that is. Um. God damn. Okay. Half a second of Taco Bell would turn you into Groot. I'm trying to think of like there was like I had like a song, but the moment I put the track in there, I legitimately forgot what song I had in mind for this. Genuinely, I had like a silly like song or like thing in my brain, and then I like just forgot it. Half-Life, true. Let me see if I can grab
Stop! Ugh. Are you insane? Stop attacking immediately.
it's genuinely hard to edit like on the fly because now I have like so many ideas. No, Freeman, what are you doing? Oh, yeah. That one's good. I'm gonna grab this one. So open a new tab.
Speed trap ahead. Let's play this safe.
No, this is giving me Morgan Freeman. Half-Life, let's see.
Ah! Oh no. Don't worry. I am a doctor.
Oh man, this is gun SFX when the glue pumps up. Oh, true, when you pick up the gun or something. This one?
Report shadow, report blackout status.
Ah!
Hello, Gordon.
Oh no.
Is this one? Okay, so let's start bit by bit. Let's go ahead and I just downloaded the one. I'm gonna zoom in here, and then we're gonna cut it. Let's see what we got next.
Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah, we're doing the metal box breaking. That's extremely loud. This feels stupid. Crowbar. That's let's I want to see like what it sounds like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this and let's see if I can see if we can no. What I'm trying to do is like I'm trying to oh shit. Well, let's see if I can change speed or um, correction. Oh no, that sounds terrible. Like it's like this sounds funny this sounds really funny. I don't know how to like change it so that it lasts. Maybe new compound clip. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's I'll add a sound for the level up. Let me just change speed. Let's see. I don't want it to change the pitch correction. Let's see. Just want it to be short. Okay. Speed. Let's move these guys a little bit over here. And then I want to grab, what are you doing? Change clip speed. Let's create an anticipation, 50%. Let's do change. Trying to have this change clip speed. I'm just gonna cut this and paste it a few times. Here, and then 2, 3, 4. So we cut it here. This. That. Copy paste it a whole bunch of times. V, paste. See how it looks from the start. Okay, how's that? And then oh, I like that one. Let's go ahead and grab that one. Hold on a second. I need this one to be a surprise. Okay. Pretty good if we ignore. Separate it. Gonna go ahead and then E. E. So dumb. Could try a gunshot. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, it's too quick. Oh, you think that works? Let's see. All right, someone laughed, so we're keeping it. All right. Okay. All right, let's see now. Half-Life scientist. Let's see it.
Stop! Stop!
I don't know. I've never seen that species before. Be careful. No, not again. I believe something smells quite foul here. Get back! Is anyone else getting hungry?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. Scientist. Oh, there we go.
Is anyone hungry?
Got it. Okay. What? Why does it move it? So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into a compound clip. Create. And then we're going to grab all these. And we're just going to push them a little. I go ahead and I'm gonna put it here. Delete this. I don't like that it automatically does that. A few times. You get what you want. See now?
Is anyone else getting hungry?
What? What happened? What? Okay. Why does it delete it? I don't know. Like, that's the one thing I don't like about this program is that it automatically like moves your tracks around. I don't know how to disable that. Push this back a little bit. Seconds here. And then let's see. Here we go.
Is anyone else getting hungry?
Okay, there we go. What do you guys think? The chocolate milk part. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of like something that would be funny. Focus center theme. Maybe like gang. What is it? The God, what is it? The what's the final boss in Donkey Kong Country? Hold on. I almost said Crocomire, and that's literally not even the same franchise. Gangplank Galleon. This is what I was thinking. No, not this one. The original one. I feel like the animation is what, 7 seconds? This is almost like a Vine. It needs something that is short and sweet. Oh, this is tough. Oh! I wonder if this will get claimed. Okay, so it doesn't get claimed. I just looked into it. Apparently not. Or if you guys have any suggestions before I commit to this. Quartz Quadrant might work. Something like Tidal Tempest from Sonic CD. I think it's like something silly. Oh! Oh, we're doing this one. We're definitely doing this one. Fucking genius. You. Should put like Subway Surfers in the corner.
Is anyone else getting hungry? Is anyone else getting hungry? Is anyone else getting hungry? Anyone else getting hungry?
Grab all this. Okay. Do you think this should have a bit more of an anticipation? Okay. Okay, I guess I see it. Okay. Let's give it to 8 seconds, right? And
Is anyone else getting hungry? Is anyone else getting hungry? Else getting hungry? Is anyone else getting hungry?
something specific in mind.
Is anyone else getting hungry?
Let's see.
Is anyone else getting hungry?
Is that better? Is that good? Oh shit. Maybe try trimming the BGM for a little bit to give your ears some room.
Is anyone else getting hungry? Is anyone else getting hungry?
But when you say trim, do you mean at the end or at the start?
Is anyone else getting hungry?
Actually, just try this. Yeah, that's better.
Is anyone else getting hungry?
I kind of wanted, like, my idea was that, like, at the drop, it, like, goes into the fart. That was, like, my thought process. All right, let's see.
Is anyone else getting hungry? Is anyone else getting hungry?
That was loud as shit, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. That was loud as shit. I was looking for, like... Oh my god. Hold on, I want to try something here. What the- Literally, what the fuck? Okay, hold on. Weird that I wasn't doing it before. Okay. And then I just need to make sure that this speed changer. Okay. Speed changer. Will you please cooperate? There we go. Quiet. Okay. I'm gonna grab these two things over here. Move them over here. This over here. Here.
Is anyone else getting hungry?
Oh. We have a oh, okay. There we go. There we go. This. Just a bit. But we're gonna right there. Let's see that from the start.
Is anyone else getting hungry?
Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it. Make the Kirby music quieter. Like this.
Is anyone else getting hungry? Is anyone else getting hungry?
All right, I think that's good. So let's go to deliver. And we're going to cheese and chocolate. Browse. Render queue. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do is cheese and chocolate. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this project. We're going to make a new one. But this time, we're going to go ahead and then render settings or project settings. And we're going to do, what is the fucking thing for, square, use vertical resolution. There we go. Save. And we're going to edit. Then I'm going to go grab my videos. We're going to put that over here. Basically, let's see. Actually, I don't even have to zoom out. I have an idea.
Is anyone else getting hungry?
Put it here. Put it here. So we go over here and we change the position here, right? Yeah. Just the position here.
Is anyone else getting hungry?
Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, let me just render that one out. Delivery. Oh, go back. Render queue. Girl. Okay, perfect. All right, well, this was fruitful. Thank you guys for the help. I'm gonna try and get better at animating. I won't promise I won't be making curse shit like this. But I do want to animate, you know, more shopping bags. That will require me to like just look up some people or like just keep practicing the bouncing ball and stuff. But I think animating is fun. It's just like a bit of an uphill battle because it's a lot of learning, but I'm not discouraged. I'm enjoying it. It's like a different skill set. I do want to animate like little loops and stuff for fun. I'll try to ask some people for advice, but yeah. I'll be sure to post this on YouTube in a moment. But yeah, it's late. I gotta go hang out with my friends, so hopefully they're available. Play some hot dogs as well. But yeah, no, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Let me walk you guys out. Have a happy Friday night, and I will try to stream tomorrow some ZZZ. So